Hi, this is Jill Copel, and this is my ecological activity for early childhood science and math class. And I'm going to teach you about a mathematical standard activity that you can use, that the kids can create, and also you can make them one with them, and they can keep it in their math centers to use on a daily basis when you're having centers. The only things that you're going to need for this activity are a pen and pencil for the kids. The adult can use the Sharpie, poster board that you're going to use to cut a circle, and the kids are also going to cut, so you're going to be able to help them utilize and use their fine motor skills. Any color markers that you want to use to help the kids with learning colors and numbers. So you can use primary colors, you can, when you're talking about those, or just you can use any color of the rainbow. You can also, you're also going to want to use a ruler so you can section off your color wheel, and you can use clothing pins that you can get at the Dollar Tree in baggies. So the first thing you're going to want to do is give each kid a piece of poster board, and they have and give them an object that you want them to trace for your color wheel. Obviously, you're going to want to find something that's a circle, because that's going to be the easiest way to do this activity. So I've already cut one out, and so that'll be the first step in the activity that they're going to do, is cut out their color wheel. And you're going to need an adult to do this to help with the scissors, and when you're going to, like I said, when you're going to use a permanent marker, they're going to, the adults are going to help them label that. After they're done with that, you're going to use the ruler, and you're going to section off all parts of the circle, making sure that you have a section for each color that you want to be teaching the children. I have one that I already made, since I don't have a class with me today that I'm doing this with. And the colors that I ended up using are blue, black, brown, purple, yellow, green, orange, and red. And the kids, they will be able to use, and this is a good activity for preschoolers. They can use a ruler, section it off, and if they're not as skilled at using a ruler and pencil, you can section it off for them. And when they're done with that, they can get their markers out and they color their own wheel. And this will be neat, that they can, a skill that they can practice at home. And when the wheel is done, and as they're doing it, you can go back and color yours and have it pinned up on an easel so they can watch what you're doing and work on the skill themselves. And when your wheel is done also, you're going to give each child a bunch of the clothing pins. And what they're going to do is take a clothing pin. Actually, let me take a blank clothing pin. You're going to take a clothing pin and instruct the kids that they're going to pick their colors. And you can talk to them and say, okay, first grab your red marker. And you can go to the children and have them find the red marker and see them, and tell them, everyone pick up your red marker, and they'll find it, and you can kind of coach them on which colors to use and locating it on their own. Or you can give them the independence to do it on their own and put their markers in front of them. So they take the marker and say, we're going to find the red marker, and we're going to color a safety pin with that. And then they just choose one side and color one side of the safety pin just over the top of it. You don't have to do the whole safety pin. And I chose Crayola markers. I'm not sure if there's any specific brand that's going to be better than the others. But when this is all said and done, and you do that for each color that you want, and you choose the numbers, when you are finished with that, what you're going to have at the end, when they've colored their color wheel, sectioned it off, and they've colored all their safety pins, you can give them a Ziploc bag, and the adult or educator uses their permanent marker and puts the name so they can have a label for it, and it says color and number sorting. so they can work on their colors and numbers. Now the reason it says number sorting is because right now you have safety pins. I have ones that I've already done that have the colors on them. And you can have the children empty the bag out, put their safety pins on, and they're going to match them and clip them to the wheel until it's complete. And that's going to be helping them with their numbers and colors. Now this one doesn't have numbers, but another set an adult can do is they can take a marker and they can put the number 1 on them, and they can put a number 1 on the wheel, and then they match the numbers and the colors. Another way that they could do it is they could take, I'm going to do a lighter color so you can see. They can take another number, and it doesn't have to have the color on it if you don't want that to give it away. Some kids need to be able to match something, the color and the number, until they actually learn the shape of the number. Instead of actually having the number, say that we're doing the number 4. They might want to put, instead of the number, they want to put 4 dots. So the child can count out something. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they match the 4 with the amount of dots. I considered also something that you can do is you can put stickers. You can put stickers on here and 4 stickers, actually 4 stickers on here for them to count, and then the number on the safety pins. There's many ways that you can make a color wheel and with numbers and counting and sorting, and even to do patterns. There's a lot of ways that you can do it. But not only do the kids have a color wheel and sorting wheel that they can take home and show their parents that they did all by themselves, but you've got one that you made for your classroom. Thank you.